Hey, welcome back to the channel. It's your girl, MsBrownCali. Thank you for tuning in for another episode of Basketball Wives. Let's get into this. But before we get started, I need you guys to hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so you know the next time I upload. And don't forget to like, comment, share this video. So we're going to get started. We're going to start with where the episode began. They did a little recap of last week, and Jackie saying she never had nothing bad to say about Malaysia. And I went back and watched the show, and she didn't. She never did say anything negative about Malaysia. She actually said she heard some things, and then she just let Evelyn call. I believe the guy named Anthony. He said what he heard the rumors were. So I guess in that sense, she didn't say anything bad, but she could have let Malaysia call Anthony and find out what the rumors were too. So, okay. And of course, Phoebe had her little comments, her little over the hill comment talking about Jackie. She thought Jackie was going to spit a tooth out. Yeah, Phoebe is quite the new person who is trying. She's like another little Kristen. Kristen came to the group all fresh and new. I gotta try to fit in. I gotta do whatever to fit in the group. And that's how Phoebe is. You know, she's like I gotta do whatever I think Evelyn is going to like to fit into the group. Cracking jokes about Tammy and Jackie. Over the old age jokes seems to be up her alley. So Jackie's just takes Dougie shopping for college. And of course, she's over dramatic, overreacting, talking about she want to meet the college professors. She want to go to school. It's not high school. It's not open house. Yeah, you're doing too much, Jackie. You're doing too much. Evelyn decides that she wants to do the domestic violence thing, which I think is a nice gesture. I think it's a good event, something. But what I think is weird about Evelyn is that she had one incident and now she's like the candidate for domestic violence. Like you've been getting beat on a daily basis. Like Chad was just dragging you, beating you every day of the week. Come, really, really. I'm glad she did do the domestic violence thing, but I think you just, yeah, okay. So OG decides to fill Jackie in about what happened after she left court that day, and she tells her how, yeah, Phoebe had a lot to say about you when you left, making the over the hill jokes and you gonna spit your tooth out and all this stuff. And Jackie was right. Like, you know, she had nothing to say while I was there, and this is the second time she's had an issue with me. Yeah, and then, you know, of course, editing shows before how she says it with Tammy when she went back and said some stuff. And so now Jackie feels like I think it's time for Phoebe to meet the real Jackie. The Jackie all the other ladies have met and seen before that you have not. And she decides that she gonna show Phoebe who Jackie is when Jennifer decided that she wanted to have a sip and shot for remembrance for her mother who passed away of cancer. And at this event is when Jackie decides she wants Phoebe to meet the real Jackie. So of course Jackie shows up, and instead of going inside the event, which all the, you know, everybody's there except for Shawnee and Cece and Tammy, all the other ladies are there to social support for this cancer. You know, proceed. You know, they're raising money for this cancer patients, and Jackie decides that she's not going to go inside. Instead, she wants to yell Phoebe's name for her to come outside and speak with her. So not only are you disrupting what's going on inside because you're causing a scene outside, and at the time she does this when Jennifer is trying to give a speech, you're doing it instead of acting like your age, like you have some sense, like a grown woman, and you could have easily went inside the building and said, "Hey Phoebe, I want to speak to you. Can you step outside with me?" That's how most adults conduct themselves. But instead, she pulls up. Y'all bring her out, yelling and screaming. And of course, no one's coming outside. Of course, Phoebe's not going to come outside. Because Phoebe is not about that life. She's only going to talk. She's not going to do anything that's already been shown. When OG confronted her, she denied it. When she confronted her about, "Hey, I've seen you post something on Instagram about me," she denied, said it was not about her. But she told the whole group that, yeah, I made this about her. So we know that she doesn't deal with confrontation very well. But this is the problem with Phoebe. You can't keep saying negative things about people if you're not willing to own it. Especially with a group of people such as Jackie, who clearly do not act age appropriate, because it's going to end badly. And I'm like, did you not watch any seasons of the show? Jackie does not deal with conflict very well. And so after a while, when she realizes that Phoebe's not coming out, she decides to leave. Now, what did Jackie prove? Nothing. You didn't get your point across. You didn't have any type of communication with her. So I didn't see the point of doing all that. You made yourself look stupid. Very ignorant. Very ignorant. Like, you have a child about to go to college. You have other adult children. And you standing outside an event, yelling, screaming for this girl to come out. Clearly, you did not want to talk to her, because that's not how people behave when they want to have a discussion with someone. So then it goes to Shawnee. Shawnee, of course, is not there. She doesn't participate in most people's events, only hers, usually. Anyway, she is flipping houses and doing stuff for her weed dispensary. So they show that about that. And then it turns to Evelyn in the confession room, and she is discussing, or she gets the text message or whatever, showing the articles where Jackie claims that she had a concussion. I'm sorry, I shouldn't say Jackie claims. Where the article claims that Jackie has a concussion from being struck in the head at Kristen's party, when she got into it with Malaysia, that someone struck her in the head and gave her a possible concussion. So, of course, since Shawnee had sent this article to Evelyn calls Shawnee, and she has her on speakerphone, and they're trying to figure out who would have leaked this information to the press. So it changes to Evelyn's domestic violence event which she had like a softball type party thing for a charity event. And of course Jackie shows up, and they're asking her about, like, wow, did you see these articles published about you? She's like, yeah. And she's like, we didn't know that you had a concussion and stuff. She's like, yeah, I didn't know. I was surprised when I read it myself. Like, I didn't know. And it's like, who do you think leaked these articles? And Jackie's all, I don't know. But Jackie's whole demeanor lets you know that Jackie knows who leaked those articles. And Ellen is like, you know what? I want to give you a lie detector test. And Jackie agrees to it. I was really surprised that she said okay. I was shocked, because I'm thinking to myself, we know you did it. You know who did it. You had somebody to do it if you did not personally do it. So why would you agree to the lie detector test? And then I said, okay, maybe she agreed because she didn't do it. But yeah, she might know who did it, but she didn't personally do it. So okay, I'll take a lie detector test because I know I didn't do it. So this is what I'm thinking. But then when there was some deceitfulness about spreading rumors and stuff, so I was like, wow. I know you had some issues because of your childhood and being in foster care, but you're a grown woman now. And at some point, you have to take responsibility for your own actions. So we know that you clearly have done some stuff, some messed up stuff. And like I said in my previous video, you really don't know how to be a friend. And this just proves it, because friends don't spread rumors about their friends. So some people were stating that Jackie does know how to be a friend. So who are you a friend to? Because you're not a friend to Malaysia, clearly. You went and told Evelyn and Jennifer. And I'm like, how? You was arguing with Evelyn, what, 2 seasons ago? When she first came on the show, because she was giving your baby, because she was giving your daughter money. And the way she was all on Instagram and stuff, that whole thing that was going on. Now y'all so buddy to the point that y'all you confiding and you telling her stuff before you would tell Malaysia, who's always been loyal since day one. No, you don't know how to be a friend. Clearly you don't. Because that should have never even went nowhere further than Malaysia. So all of this is for a check. Oh, I got to think of something to stay relevant in the show. I got to do something to stay relevant in the show. So is the whole purpose of Phoebe, I got to talk about Tammy and Jackie to get them out of the show? Because what is Phoebe relevant about? Nothing. She messy. She's scary. Pretender. You pretend to be something you're not. You can't even back up your own words. Real women stand by what they said. So you can't even do that. You're afraid of confrontation. Girl, bye. So I think Jackie's behind leaking the stories. Tell me what you think. Do you think she's behind it or not? Leave me a comment below. And let's see what happened this week. To the next one. Peace.